In a KHQA exclusive story, a man was not only involved in a car accident, but he feared the worst when his dog ran away from the scene and couldn't be found. That was the fear until this morning, when social media brought the two back together. KHQA's Abigail James has more on the story about man and his best friend.
On Saturday morning, a three-car crash happened on US 61 near the 18-wheeler exit. A man who was involved had been on his way to St. Louis to do a favor for a friend until the road conditions got bad and he decided to turn around.
That's when I saw the Pathfinder spin out, and they were up against the guardrail in the median directly under the bridge. And I pulled past them and backed up, and I got out of my vehicle with Buster, and we walked up and talked to them, and I was going to try to pull them out, so I was just walking back to my vehicle when the third vehicle lost control, hit the Pathfinder, hit my truck, and then the truck hit me and threw me against the guardrail.
But being physically struck by a car wasn't his concern. His black lab of 6 years was missing.
I had a lot of fear just for the fact that I didn't know if he was hurt or not, because I was thrown quite a ways and he was standing right beside me. So
after being treated at the hospital, his search immediately continued.
My neighbor suggested to put it out on Facebook, and I travel so much and I don't get on Facebook a lot, but this is the one time I'm glad I did.
Luckily, Tiffany Shannon and her husband saw the posting while driving into West Quincy.
Out of the corner of my eye, I seen this dog running, and I yelled at my husband. I said, "Cody, stop." So we both stopped, and we both got out, and he took off out in the field to run after it, and it just kept running away from him. And then so we yelled his name. We seen his name on Facebook was Buster. So he yelled Buster, and he turned and looked at us, but because he didn't know who we were, he ran away.
The couple called Coleman to tell him they believe they found his dog.
They were so nice. They offered to stay here, watch him, and just in case he moved, and that you don't know how much that means, because I drove around on a bunch of these same back roads yesterday when I got out of the hospital, but just for someone to go out of their way that much, it just means the world.
Coleman was happily reunited with Buster.
Everything that happened yesterday happened because I was trying to do the right thing. And even though bad things happened to me, that because of me trying to do that, you can't change who you are as a person, and you can't give up on people. And what I did to help someone else, they have now done to help me, and that's what it's all about. You can't go through life thinking about yourself all the time. You have to think about others. And if you do, you always say, my big saying is you should give more than you get.
Well said.
What an unbelievable story. That story and more can be found on KHQA.com.